Peace everyone, welcome back to another video. Today's video is all about this vegan Philly cheesesteak sandwich that I made with oyster mushrooms. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you keep watching to see how I made this sandwich. So first I started off with the main ingredients, which is a carrot, oyster mushrooms, a sweet onion, 2 small gold potatoes, half of a red bell pepper and half of a green one, and a hoagie. So to make the cheese sauce, I put the carrots and the potatoes in a pot. I chopped everything up and I put them in a pot, and I covered them with water enough to cover everything so that they could move around. And then I boiled that water, and when the water comes to a boil, you just reduce it to medium-low heat like normal and just give the potatoes enough time to cook down and soften. And while the carrots and the potatoes are cooking, I started working on my onions. So I sliced the onions into little half rings so that they could cook down. And this is like using an entire onion, so this is like a base of the meal. The onions are really important, so I just put all the onions in a skillet with some olive oil and made sure everything was nicely coated with oil. I added a little bit of salt. I guess this is a pinch, maybe more than a pinch, but I added some salt, and I just made sure the oil was nice and hot and made sure the onions were all coated until they got soft. And even after they softened, I still let them cook the entire time just so that they could get sweeter and more flavor. So now I'm adding the red and green bell pepper, and I'm just going to mix that in as well and allow them to cook down with the onions. And as for the seasonings, I'll be using onion powder, garlic powder, Himalayan pink salt, and smoked paprika. So now back to the potatoes and the carrots. Once I saw that everything was nice and soft, I added this bouillon cube to it. So you can add the cube before. You should add it before to make the broth, but honestly I forgot. So after the cube is nice and dissolved, you're going to transfer everything to the blender and add these seasonings. So you want a lot of nutritional yeast because this is the cheese, so nutritional yeast gives it the cheesy taste. I'm gonna add some garlic powder, some onion powder, black pepper, and sea salt to taste. Honestly, I season everything to taste, so you can just decide what it needs as you go. And then put everything in the blender, blend on high. I actually forgot to add the cashews at first, so I had to come back and add the cashews to give it that really creamy, cheesy consistency. And then you just blend it up, and this is what it looks like afterwards. Got a nice yellow cheese sauce, and like I said, you just add the seasonings as you see necessary. So now coming back to the onions and the peppers, I removed the lid, and as you can see, they cooked down really nicely. So I'm just giving everything a good mix, and then we're gonna go on and add the oyster mushrooms. I did use 2 packets of the oyster mushrooms. And then you're just gonna mix it in. Make sure everything is nicely coated, and then I'm going to add about a tablespoon of earth balance to continue cooking and sauteing everything in and give it a buttery flavor. Also, to season it, aside from the seasonings that I listed here, I'm using some liquid aminos. Liquid aminos is like a soy sauce alternative. It really doesn't taste like soy sauce at all, but it does give it a really nice flavor. So I just let everything cook down some more. I put the lid on it and then let it cook down, and this is what it looks like after it's done cooking. So here I am just toasting my bread really lightly. I put some earth balance in the pan and just let it get a golden brown color. So now I'm using some vegan mayo. This is grapeseed mayo by Follow Your Heart, and I just coated my bread with that. Use as much or as little as you like, and then I start putting my filling on. Then you add as much or as little cheese sauce. This is all up to preference. There's no wrong way to do this. It really just depends on what you like. And I wanted a lot of cheese sauce, so even after putting it on my veggies, I put some more on the bread. And this is what it looks like up close. And then I'm going to try my best to close this sandwich, which really, a Philly cheesesteak is supposed to be messy, so it works out. And this is the finished product, you guys. This sandwich, I feel like, is one of the best things I've ever cooked in my life, and that's no exaggeration. It was so good. So I hope you guys like this video. I did make the same sandwich with portobello mushrooms since I used all my oyster mushrooms, and I wanted to eat the sandwich again. And it was pretty good with the portobellos, but I think the oyster mushrooms were my favorite. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys give this sandwich a taste. It was so good. And this cheese sauce I've been using on everything because I had plenty left over. I added it to chili. I made some like rotel dip with it. It's very versatile. You use it just like you would use any kind of melted cheese. So super delicious recipe, you guys. Hope you like it. Let me know what you think about this video. If you would like to see more videos like this, make sure you say so in the comments below, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Lastly, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Thank y'all so much for watching again. See you in the next video. Peace.